Hi, I'm Tori, and today I'm going to be showing you the calendar I used to keep track of all the books I read in 2020. I used this really pretty magical fairy calendar with art by Emily Fiegenschuh. So let's take a look at what I read in 2020. In January, I didn't have a lot of turnover of books. You can see every highlighted mark is a different book. So I started a couple different ones, but mostly I just kept reading ones I was already reading. I didn't finish a lot, I didn't start a lot, but it does have this really pretty unicorn art. Then in February, I did a little bit better. You can see I started more books and then I finished more too. They're kind of finishing up along here. And it had this really elegant art here of like an elven couple. In March, COVID was starting to kick in, so you can see I was spending a lot more time at home reading. And it has the cover art on the calendar of this beautiful poppy fairy. In April, I was pretty much just in quarantine, so you can see I was building up a lot of books and I barely had room to fit all of them on the page. I did finish some and start new ones, but I was reading quite a lot. And then this picture is beautiful with the butterflies in her hair. And then in May, I finished a bunch of those books that I had started the month before and got them narrowed down to a more manageable amount of books to be reading. These aren't all the books I was reading, by the way. They're just ones that I actually put on the calendar. If I know it's going to take me months and months to finish a book, I don't put it on the calendar. And then the art for May is very fun and foresty with like this hunter fairy. In June, I was having a lot of fun rereading series that I loved, so I went through quite a few different books. And then I love this art of the fairy queen with all of her attendants. And then in July, I was still rereading a lot of my favorite Tamora Pierce series, and then I was starting some new series that I hadn't read before. And then I love this turtle art here with all the lily pads. So then by August, I'd finished a lot of books. I didn't have very many I was still in the process of reading, so I picked up a few more and finished most of those, so I still didn't get too backed up with how many books I was reading. And then this art has more poppies. I just love the fairies using the poppies as little chairs. In September, the number of books I was reading was starting to build up more, but I've still read quite a few. I finished off quite a few and started quite a few. I was rereading Cassandra Clare books at this point, so I had quite a fast turnover on those. And then these fairies look like they're just having so much fun flying through the sky. In October, I was still rereading a lot of Cassandra Clare books, and I read a few others too. And then I just love the art for October. This Halloween fairy is so pretty, and I love her little hat and that full moon and the gargoyle. Then I was really pleased with how much I managed to read in November. I started and finished quite a few books. I finished books not long after I started them, and I just read quite a bit. And this autumn fairy looks so free and happy. And then in December, I didn't start very many books, but I finished a lot of the ones that I was reading and started a few. And then I just love the picture for December. It's such a beautiful, light, wintry little scene. So that was my 2020 year in books, and I've already set up my 2021 calendar.